Good Sunday morning, South Carolina weather watchers. I'm your meteorologist, Peterson, and let's go on and talk about the weather for your Sunday. Starting off, what is going on right now throughout the entire state of South Carolina? Well, for the most part, looks like that we do have some rainfall activity going on inside of the upstate, relatively isolated and not that heavy. If I was to go on and look at this right now, it just doesn't seem like the reflectivity values aren't really up there as high as it just look like some grays, some light greens, stuff like that. But if we scroll our way out and see what's going on throughout the entire U.S., bit of a different story. We have some heavy rainfall going on down here, like in Louisiana, southeastern Texas, um, with flooding potentially, maybe even trying to go on. Heavy rainfall, Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, Louisiana. Rainfall also over here inside of the Northeast. Rainfall over here inside of Minnesota, Wisconsin, UP and Michigan, and then some rainfall mixed with some snowfall up here in Washington and rainfall over here in Montana. But look at how clear we are over here. I mean, just nice dry conditions for the central U.S. going over into the Rockies and the Southwest. Now let's go and look at our cloud cover. Cloud cover right now, for the most part, seems to be pretty active right now, even though it doesn't really look like a lot of cloud cover is present over there in like the low country, for example. Um, I do see some cloud cover outside my window right now, so it is cloudy out here. And cloudy not only throughout here, but throughout the Midlands, throughout the upstate, PD areas as well. So it's a pretty cloudy morning this morning. Now, for our cloud cover for the future, you go in and push this forward, you can start to see that cloud cover really just continuing as we go throughout the day today. It will try to clear up as we go into like this evening, but as we continue our way through 11 o'clock p.m., 12 o'clock in the morning, here we go. Still mostly cloudy today. Now for our current temperatures right now, we have around a good 66 in Somerville as well as 66 in Charleston, Beaufort, 65, Hilton Head Island as well as a good 66 in Orangeburg, 64 in Aiken, and 66 in Columbia, Sumter, Lugoff, Hartsville, Florence, Bennettsville. We also have around a good 66 in Conway, 65 in Myrtle Beach, 63 also inside of Lawrence, Anderson, 62, Clemson, Greenville, 63 also inside of Spartanburg, Gaffney, York, and Rock Hill. Air quality for today, actually pretty good. No moderates, all inside the good category, so good air quality today. High temperatures for today, you have around a good 74 in Greenville, 75 in Spartanburg, as well as a good 76 inside of Rock Hill, 77 in Winsboro, and 82 in Columbia, 80 Aiken, as well as 83 in Barnwell, 83 Orangeburg, and 83 in Sumter, 83 in Florence, and even 83 in Kingstree, 83 Moncks Corner, Walterboro, 74 Charleston, 80 Georgetown, 74 Myrtle Beach. Now for your winds for the most part, gonna be around a good 8, 9, 10-ish miles per hour, all the way up to potentially 13, 14-ish. And then wind gusts for today will be up to around 20, close to maybe even 25 miles per hour in terms of wind gust. So winds are going to be trying to get a bit breezy, but not too breezy. Rainfall for today, 100th of an inch to a 10th of an inch going on for Greenville, Spartanburg, Rock Hill, Anderson's included, Lawrence, Newberry, Greenwood, Winsboro, Camden, Florence, going on over into some other areas, but a 10th of an inch to a quarter of an inch goes on for like Dillon, Kingstree, going inside of Walterboro, Hilton Head Island, and also in Barnwell. Columbia is included in there as well. Quarter of an inch to a half an inch possible for Charleston, half an inch to an inch possible for Moncks Corner, Georgetown, and Myrtle Beach. So good amount of rainfall definitely is possible as we go throughout the next 24 hours or so throughout these areas. Now, in terms of the crazy score, we're at a 42. Why are we at a 42? Well, for the most part, fog this morning. That's one of the main areas of concern as of why we're there at a 42. Also, we're going to see storms today. Some maybe even strong to maybe even severe. So that's what we're looking on here as well. And then for the most part, still, even if you don't get that severe storm, still storms and showers are still possible. Now, the SPC outlook, we were just talking about severe weather. Rock Hill, Florence, Myrtle Beach, going on over there in Gaffney, Dillon, Sherrod, Pageland, South Carolina. All these areas have a risk of severe weather for today. And what's the risk? Well, it is because of damaging winds and damaging hail, mainly damaging winds. The hail kind of cuts off, but damaging winds for sure, and damaging hail secondary threat. So make sure that you are prepared just in case you get that severe thunderstorm warning or that special weather statement. Fire weather is not expected. Same thing with excessive rainfall. So let's go and look at the models. We're going to start off here at 9 o'clock in the morning. And as we go on and push this forward, you can see, the rainfall really doesn't try to move through until around 1 o'clock p.m. You start to see shower activity going on inside the upstate. Starts to get a little bit more widespread by 2 o'clock. 3 o'clock comes along, and now you start to see that rainfall start to combine together and make up just this huge blob of rainfall inside of the upstate. Now, it doesn't really look that heavy, but it is still pretty light, it seems. But we continue our way through. It continues to move on towards the south and east. Here's 5 o'clock p.m. moving on. You can see rainfall activity going on inside of like the Midland areas. And then you can see right in front of the system as well, rainfall, downpour activity going on in the low country, the southern Midlands going on inside the PD, the Grand Strand areas as well. And look at all this activity. All of this shower, thunderstorm activity in front of the line or in front of this main gusty shower potentially line. But as we go in and just push this forward even more, there's the main severe weather risk up there in North Carolina. But these showers that you see over here, this is what potentially will cause some severe weather potentially to go throughout today. But that's around 9 o'clock p.m. right here. See rainfall now moving on towards the east. And then by the time you get to around 11 o'clock p.m., 12 o'clock in the morning, that shower activity is still present inside the state, but most of it has moved off. Still some in the upstate, still some rainfall in the upstate. But for the most part, seems like that timing for the storm system potentially probably going to be around 5 o'clock p.m. all the way through, possibly to around like 7, 8, 9-ish o'clock, maybe even 10, 5 to 10 o'clock. If I was to give a timing for right now. Now, we already checked the ingredients, so I'm not going to waste your time this morning going on and checking because I know we have the ingredients there for the severe weather. But that's all that I have to say. Make sure that you tune in tonight, 9 o'clock p.m. We're going to be talking about the week forecast for the week of March the 8th going into March the 14th. And also tune in tomorrow morning for your Monday morning forecast update. Everyone have a fantastic rest of your Sunday and hit those 2 buttons before you leave.